traders, Roberto here. Here's another tutorial on the pip blocker and Forex trend rider indicator. Um, I'm just going to show you how I use them. First, I look at the opening of each session, UK, US, and Asian session. I look for basket of currencies, and I'll explain that in a second. My targets usually are previous support or resistance levels, depending on the time frame. And I'm also looking at chart patterns and candlestick patterns. So I'm going to go over an example of one of these and how powerful this indicator can be, because it's not possible to look at 15, 20 pairs all at once and monitor. But if you have an indicator that can give you an alert to your phone, to your device, and alert you when a trade set up, then it's a lot easier to find these setups. So let me go over basket of currencies. The past 2 days, New Zealand dollar has been strong. So if you look on the right-hand side on the bottom, notice the New Zealand dollar is in an uptrend. New Zealand Canadian dollar is in an uptrend. New Zealand Swiss also in an uptrend. And these indicators are giving us signals to buy. Euro in the opposite direction. This is the most recent New Zealand Euro New Zealand dollars in a downtrend, and I will be entering a trade with that one. Aussie also, New Zealand's in a downtrend, so the New Zealand dollar is strong against these basket of currencies. Pound New Zealand also in a downtrend. I'm up 39 pips on New Zealand CAD. It's the only pair I took because I had all these other open positions, but I could have taken all of these. The advantage of taking all the basket of currencies is that you're going to generate more pips trading all of them simultaneously, because there's only one way it can go. New Zealand dollar is strong, it's going to continue to rally. New Zealand dollar, New Zealand CAD, New Zealand Swiss. So that's one way I use the pip blocker and Forex trend rider, because what's frustrating is generating a signal and it turns out to be a false signal. So if you use the basket of currency strategy, then the likelihood of you getting a false signal is, it's not going to happen. I haven't had that happen. So that's one way. The other way is using chart patterns. And this is what is called a chart pattern, when you have connect trend lines, creating a pennant or a symmetrical triangle. Notice that price broke above, retraced, and then rallied. So there was this is the pound, I'm sorry, the New Zealand CAD, and there's the trade signal right there that was generated yesterday on Tuesday. Pip blocker and Forex trend rider giving us, confirming this trade, and so far it's from the swing low to the swing high. It's put in 74 pips. I will continue to stay in this trade through the European session. And the last strategy is candlestick pattern. And so if you do know, there are only about 11 candlestick patterns that you need to know. And you have double tops, double bottoms, evening stars, morning stars, bullish and bearish engulfing candles. Notice here, after a long rally, we have on the New Zealand Canadian dollar an evening star. And that that appeared on March 30th, and there it is on pip blocker and Forex rider indicator. We have a nice red candles, a sell signal. We look at the time frame on the 30th. I'm sorry, on a smaller time frame, we'd have entered that trade earlier. Okay, right there. And this generated, approximately 60 pips, which is good on New Zealand Canadian dollar. Its daily range is only about 60 pips. So there you have it. If you're interested in the indicators, just click on the link below this video. And if you do purchase it, you receive 1 week of free live trade room access. Thanks for watching. Have a good trading week.